Hi everyone, my name is Alissa. Welcome to a listening practice that we will do to externalize sensations of headache. We'll try it for that. And also to relax our eyes. So if you're having brain fog or your eyes are feeling itchy and tired, this would be a great practice for you. You'll need 3 blankets for extra relaxation. A couple of cushions would be handy to have, or foamies, a chair, and grab yourself a tea towel or a face cloth and get it wet. Soak it in some water. Maybe you want to put it on a plate so it doesn't leak on your floor, but have that ready as well by your mat. And go ahead and grab a comfortable seat to start. You could place one blanket at the top of your mat where your head is going to fall. The chair will be at the bottom of your mat, closer to your feet. And then go ahead and take the 3rd blanket and fold it into a very long and thin rectangle. And the reason for this is to provide a little bit of extra padding for your low back and sacrum. So once you've got that ready, we'll meet in a seated shape. Settling into your sits bones, see if you can ground down even more through everything that's touching the floor. Give yourself a little wobble in your neck so that you can feel your head floating up to the ceiling even more. Let the back of your neck get long. Maybe you rest your hands somewhere on your body. You could close your eyes if you wish. Or keep your gaze low and close your eyes just slightly to allow less light in. And to yourself, describe how your head and neck feel today, how your eyes are feeling. Come up with a few descriptive words that illustrate the quality of the sensations in these areas. And then start to open your eyes, let a little bit more light in your eyes, and we'll set up for legs on the chair. Keep remembering those descriptive words that you came up with for the state of your mind, head, and neck, and we'll return to them later. Go ahead and grab your chair and place it with all 4 feet on your mat, so that it doesn't slip. And then you can decide whether you'd prefer to have some extra cushion on your chair or not. The last blanket that you have here, you can unfurl and have it ready in a pile right beside you, next to your damp face cloth. Go ahead and walk your one side of your bum close to the chair, so you're even sitting on that other blanket. Bring your hands behind you and start to float your calves onto the seat of the chair. Make sure that your feet go through the back of the chair if you have a hole there, like we do with these chairs in the studio. If your cushions migrate, maybe you pull them back. Whoop. And then lower yourself down. You might have to wiggle your bum forward. You might have to scooch down a little bit, is the technical term, and replace your calves on those cushions if they slide. Adjust your pillow for your head. And if you would like to take any work out of your legs, and encourage a bit more warmth, you could swaddle your legs once you arrive with your back on the floor. And the swaddling is kind of multi-purpose. It keeps you warm, but it also allows you to release your legs and not do any work to hold them there. As you land in this shape, can you let gravity do the work? Depending on how long your blanket under your low back is, you might even like to fold it in onto your belly and cover yourself up for a little bit of added pressure and weight. And then start to very simply tune into your breath. Can you slow your breath down just a little? Allow your exhales to lengthen. And let your inhales become quite faint and shallow, so that you're really only breathing as much as you need to. Feel your thigh bone rest back into your hip socket even more. The idea with legs on the chair is that you want to get your thigh bone to vertical. So if you've settled here and you notice that your thigh bone is not vertical and it's actually at an angle, kind of like this, you might be too far from the chair. So go ahead and walk your pelvis closer to the chair legs. Now that you've landed in this shape, you might like to close your eyes. Reduce the reliance that you have on your vision by tuning into your ears instead. What do you hear around you? Are there people in the distance? Cars driving by? Whatever you hear, can you turn your attention towards it instead of trying to shut it out? Go ahead and grab the little damp face cloth that you created for yourself and place it on your eyes so that you can tune out the visual sense even more and really latch onto the sounds. The idea here is that we're giving your visual system a rest and tuning into another sense entirely. It's perfectly natural for self-talk to come up in your mind or for your brain to start planning. It's bound to happen. And if and when it does, can you acknowledge those thoughts and then set them aside by tuning back into the sounds around you? Gather them out of the air, almost like you're picking noises to put into a basket, and visualize all of the sounds that you hear. Maybe there's a low hum from some tech. Maybe there's birds that you can hear in the distance. Or a siren. Each time thoughts come up, actively visualize them disappearing and being replaced with the sounds around you. Maybe you even hear your own heartbeat. You're welcome to leave the damp cloth on your forehead or your eyes if that's helping externalize some strong sensations of headache or eye fatigue. But if you're looking for a change, go ahead and take that face cloth away, still remaining in legs on the chair. And start to invite your hands in front of your body, bring them together, and rub them against each other to make friction and warmth. Go nice and fast here. And after a few seconds, palm your eyes with those warm hands. Allow the muscles behind your hands to release from the heat. And sense the bones of your skull under your fingers. Let's try that again. Go ahead and rub your hands together, actively creating heat and friction, and you decide whether you want to place your hands on your eyes or your neck this time. Let the warmth radiate through your skin, from yourself to yourself. The power of bringing sensation to the outer edges of your face and eyes and skull, and the power of listening, is that it allows your central nervous system to relax a little bit. And see if you can match that with your breath by making your breath nice and shallow, soft and silky through the nose. We'll take one final inhale together to conclude our practice today. Start by letting all of your breath out of your lungs. Inhale through your nose softly, and exhale with a sigh. You're welcome to stay here as long as you wish for more rest. But if that's good for you today, thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for taking care of your eyes and your head. I'll see you next time.